I just brought up this article, and I have something to do with it in a sense, just because I know the person. I served at the farm. It's a correctional facility in Thunder Bay, Ontario. I personally was in a jail cell for over 24 hours next to Cameron Jackson Woods. I referred to the person as Scarlett. Scarlett referred to themselves as female when I had asked how to call them. Scarlett is a very, very tall, naturally born male, and he was in, uh, they call it B block. It's like a secondary version of being in segregation. I was taken out of the more severe segregation and I was being trialed in the secondary segregation where they get a little bit more freedom and move around, whereas I was in a cell 24 hours a day with the other situation. They were trying to socialize me. Scarlett was the person they socialized me with. Now, considering why this person is in jail in the first place, I beg to ask and challenge the corrections facility and the not the game warden, the warden of the jail. Why is it that when I was assaulted by a woman in A block, I was put into protective custody in segregation because I didn't want to have the person charged because I figured they were part of a gang. And so I just remained and I just kept saying no to going back to that block because of the gang related violence going on in the jail. So then they think it's a good idea to pair me up with this Scarlet person. Maybe it was, maybe they didn't think that we'd actually get along, but we did. I got along with Scarlet quite well. And I was moved back to A block. And then an incident occurred where I got moved back to segregation again, and I remained there till I was released. Now, I was having issues with the laundry inmates stealing my clothes, cutting my clothes up, laundry just not getting washed, stuff being put in the pockets, guards turning my water off for days straight, guards ignoring me. I wasn't being allowed outside for my 1 to 2 hours mandatory yard time. And then they tried to make me like sign paperwork saying that wasn't allowed because of behavior, which was a lengthy process of like proving through the cameras, for instance, that what the guards were stating was not true. So in protest, I made a big kerfuffle in my jail cell for hours. I was banging my shoes against my toilet. This rattled the pipes in the building straight to Scarlett's cell. And Scarlett had been making threats to me that if they got their hands on me, they would kill me because I needed to stop making noise from my protesting. And for the following next 2 weeks, the warden was like, how about we start letting you go back into D block where Scarlett is? Maybe you can hang out with those girls in there, and then we can try and get you back into general population. I told the warden I didn't give a fuck what he wanted to do with me. I kind of liked it in segregation, and that I'm not some social puppy to go around being a hangout partner for their mentally deranged inmates, which I considered Scarlett to be. Um, I come out. So one day I come out on the yard, and the warden and judge, another correctional facility guy, they're standing on either side of Scarlett outside in the yard about 20 meters from me. I'm supposed to be out on the yard by myself. I came out with just a social worker. Scarlett yells to me, "Hey, I'm sorry for making those threats about you, but please don't make things harder than it already is for me." And I'm like, hey, Scarlett, don't worry. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but, have a good day. And then I go into the jail with the social worker. Fast forward, I get released and I get put in a bail program for John Howard Society. And you know what? Like, when you meet people in jail, you end up meeting them in the bail programs after. So some girls show up to the building, and it's kind of like a running joke that I almost caused a riot to happen in the jail because of me freaking out that one day. The girls also informed me that Scarlett was making threats to want to hurt me and kill me to the staff. And I found this funny to learn after I was released, because before I was released, the warden was adamantly trying to get me to consent to go and hang out with Scarlett for like day visits during the day. Just they're trying to socialize people. And I'm like, why in their right mind would they willingly know this person wants to hurt me and then they're trying to set up play dates? Not to mention, I'm like, so I think what's going on in the correctional facilities is they like to just hook up violent offenders or offenders with a lot of charges and see if they'll just take out each other or attack each other, or maybe get more charges so they stay in longer. Like, why are they matching people up? Like, why'd they match me up with this Scarlett person is what I want to know. When they know they have a history on me since 2021 of what I've been through, what they've put me through. And they thought it was a good idea to have a play date with this person when they can willingly put right? You know what Scarlett said to me when I hung out with her? Sometimes you just can't stop once you start something. And he was saying that he was being bullied so bad that he stuck up for himself and he just couldn't stop. I think that's what he meant when his mother was hit multiple times. But yeah, isn't that awesome? I just thought I'd put that out there. You can freeze frame and read this whole thing here. But yeah, thanks to the farm. If I end up unfortunately, if I ever end up in that jail again, I'm going to be on you guys. If this person's in jail and is in segregation because of something they did, why would you match any female inmate up to hang out with this one? It's because you guys don't have enough room. I know you're overwhelmed. You guys don't have enough room to put people places. And I'm sorry that, in the shitty building you have all of us in, our behavior isn't good enough to go to the new building as you guys dangle it in front of us. Go fuck yourself. Especially the warden of the farm. The women, it's really clear you're all fucking each other in that facility. And yeah, just keep hiring correction guards from India, because maybe you should research how their jails are in India, and why are we hiring these guys in our correction facilities? Why? Have a nice day.